Whittaker, will you please welcome on stage somebody else that, and I know they won't mind me saying this, that struggled with the whole idea of volunteering to do this. So will you please welcome on stage Samantha Lane. And the best thing, she's brought some delivery with her. So, Samantha, I'm going to go straight into questions with you. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, I'm terrified up here. I come from Wirral. I'm very much an optimist. I'm a Christian. I love my animals. I love creating anything. You might have seen I like to share videos and digital images, and also I do lots of crafts as well.
This is a present for me.
No, just a minute. I've got a box of tricks here. I was going to bring Lego Yoda because I'm very into Lego, but he wouldn't travel, so I brought Loxley Foxley. He charmed me in a window.
Loxley Cox?
Loxley Foxley.
Oh, Loxley Fox.
He's a fox. I love foxes, and he charmed me from a window in a hospital about 28 years ago, and he's been with me ever since. I'm a pharmacist. Oops. And I'm messy and scatty, and throw things everywhere. And I now work for NICE as a medicines advisor. They do the guidelines, so I've been a pharmacist about 30 years now. I joined VivaMK at the very beginning. I'm a pioneer. I'm a member of the Sparkle team, hence the sparkles. And I'm going to say this like it's so hot. And I'm also a health ambassador. However, I'm not a big seller at all. Julie talks about not being a big seller. I'm really bad seller. My life is very inconsistent, and it has been for the last 8 years. When my daughter became unwell at the age of 12, she's got a condition that causes swelling in her brain, and she's also got some other health problems as well. She's not been able to go to school since that time, and sleep is horrendously disrupted nearly every night. About a year later, my husband became off sick as well from work, and he can't work now. So that's since 2017. So we have a very weird life with everyone at home and two people who need a bit of TLC.
On the basis of that, what made you join?
Wow. It was actually you, Michael.
Oh. Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Does anyone remember the video that Michael brought in 2018 at the beginning? Just when he introduced the business. He said, I actually watched it because I thought it would be interesting. He said, stop tearing down other people's buildings to make yours look the tallest. And again, he said it today, size, believe it or not, is very unimportant. What matters most is how much people care about people. We need to put people first. And I just found this really refreshing, to be honest. I thought it was wonderful to see someone leading a business with the same values as me. And I thought, I just want to be behind this and support Michael and watch it grow.
Thank you. You do sell things, by the way.
But I've seen it blossom over the last 6 years. I mean, we've gone from tiny catalogue to masses of different things, personalisation, VivaMK, eco, health, play. And it's just been such a joy and a blessing, really, to watch it and be a part of that. It's very much a partnership, and we feel respected and valued however much we sell in this business, which is very unusual. And it's just full of inspiration, encouragement, kindness, heartwarming, friendly. And as promised, Michael promised good stock availability in that first video, and as you heard today, 96%. He's kept that promise, and that's amazing for a business, and the range is amazing. And I would say that headquarters are wonderful as well. They're all very, very wonderful, hard-working and friendly, and I would say that it's a business of excellence.
Thank you. With everything you said, how do you deal with the mindset challenges? Because you must have been considering what you just said.
Yes.
Go back in the box.
I am. I did miss one actually. I missed one actually. I was going to do this. That was just to say how terrifying it is really to be on stage, and lots of us are introverts and it's actually quite hard coming up. So I'd rather have a paper bag. I've got about 7 things, but if there's not time for them, just tell me, because I thought about setting a stopwatch. This is my first one, and it's really important. And I know I look really scary, that's what my family said. I'll take it off now so I can see it. What we see in life is really important. Perspective is absolutely everything, and I think everything we do falls from having the right perspective, so how we view ourselves, other people and life, including challenges. There's always magic to be found, even in the mundane. And I've just got a quote here from Anna Claudia Antunes, which says, "Life keeps throwing me stones and I keep finding diamonds." So just always look for diamonds in life.
Good perspective.
Number 2 is all about how we deal with trials and challenges and difficulties. Well, I've suffered from depression. When I've had it, it was really tough. And I don't wish that it didn't happen though, because it's made me much stronger and more resilient. And I would say, even over the last few years when life at home has been tricky, I've been much more content with life. And one of the secrets is to turn our trials into stepping stones. Michael, I think you do this really well.
I like a huge challenge.
I mean, Michael's often talked about when people say you can't do this, and that fuels him to use it as a stepping stone to actually go and do it. So anything that comes against us, we can say, can I actually step above that and use that to make things better? Another quote I've got, you don't mind the quote, Steve?
No.
Joseph Campbell, "It's going down into the abyss that we discover the treasures of life." It's often when we lose ourselves that we truly find ourselves as well. I've got 7, this is number 3. Are we okay for time? Number 3 was having candy floss and slushy days, which may sound bizarre. This is something that Bex and I developed with my daughter Bex when we'd been up all night and life had just been really difficult. She might have had a bad head, and to be honest, we felt very grey. We decided we don't have to let that define our day. So we'd actually drive to a place in New Brighton and have candy floss and slushies, sit in the car and just really enjoy the candy floss, and probably stick it on our faces and make beards and have fun. So it was just an outward symbol really of how we can deal with the day, and we do that now ever since really. If things go pear-shaped, we think, but we can make some good out of it. You know, we'll be out on a night drive because we've not been sleeping, and then we see some foxes and we think, actually this was a really good night with some foxes, and we heard the owls. So this is a bit of a bizarre one. I need you to be my assistant, Michael.
Okay. What do you do?
Right, you've heard about the glass half empty and glass half full, but what do you do if your glass is completely empty? It actually is empty.
What do I do?
What does anyone do? Can you let me?
Oh, this is really going on.
Right.
Tell us then, because we read.
That's great.
I actually brought red food colouring, but because we haven't got a table, I'm not going to do that, but there's a bit more. Just bear with me.
Like to drink this stuff?
No. Am I okay for time?
No, absolutely not.
You're all right. All right. Oh, I'm shaking now. We have the power within us to bring happiness into any situation, even when everything looks empty and cracked. And I did bring my Be Happy glass, which you probably saw online, because I was going to pour it into there and say that we can share that then with others and make them happy. And so,
Well, that's made me happy.
I'll be very quick with the next one, shall I? One is number 4 is being a fountain, not a drain, and just encouraging others and being thankful, and thinking whether we speak words of life to people or words of death, because it makes such a difference. It makes a difference to your own day as well. But Michael, I think there's something on your shoe. Just a minute. Oh, my kitchen cleaner. That was just a point to say it's okay to serve other people. You don't always have to be serving your own agenda. It's actually fine to put aside your agenda for someone else and be humble. And we actually see you and headquarters really doing that. You have a spirit of service, and that really is a heart of leadership. And it does make you happier. The next one I would constantly strive to do is be more loving and not judge people, and be patient and kind, because you never know what someone's been through. And then finally,
Oh, for God's sakes. That's the second scariest thing I've seen today.
sorry Michael,
Sorry.
that point was, I might love you to bits and share the same values as you, but I couldn't be you. I can only be me. I couldn't work at the pace you work at. For a start, I wouldn't be able to wear and look good in an aubergine hoodie at all. So I've learned to accept myself, you know, the being unique, and that I need to set my own pace and my goals. I mean, my life is just not up to being a massive seller right now, but I can do other stuff like support the business and be encouraging and be part of the Sparkle team, and you know, anything that is positive towards the business.
100%, and I've got one clean sheet through it.
So really the world needs you, and if you're not yourself and you try to be someone else, then other people are missing out really.
Oh, it's been fascinating. It's still shaking
Sorry.
now, and I've got water, one clean shoe, and a jacket, so I've won. Just tell us something Viva-based for the future. Some closing advice, anything.
Okay.
Okay.
Another prop. There's a quote from Henry Matisse, the artist, which is, "There are always flowers for those who want to see them." And I think if you can see the flowers and you can look for them, you'll see success as well and be happy.
Thank you, Samantha, again.